what we're going to do now is kind of slide into our next scenario here. So I'll give you some background and we'll start. So essentially in April and May, this is 1944, so remember you guys were in April at that time. Company B, along with A, learned their tanks would be equipped with the amphibious dual drive tanks, or the DD, the Donald Ducks for the landing. And during those months, the crews learned how to operate the DD apparatus and how it inflates around your tank and how to drive it actually in the water. And so just so you guys can see, let me bring it up here a second. Okay, here, I'll take us back to the screen real quick so the viewers as well can see. All right, so we'll show players. So this is what the tank looks like with the retrofitted canvas when it's not inflated. So that is a DD tank, so you can see the canvas around you. And then this is the tank with the canvas when it's up and it floats, right?
We're gonna trust this thing.
We're fucked.
So, and then to give you an idea of what it actually looks like behind, there's aluminum or metal struts that kind of reinforce holding it up. And from
thank
the
God
inside,
for aluminum.
Yeah, from the inside, it gets inflated, and the inflatable columns is what holds it up and helps keep you afloat. And there's propellers on the back of your tank now.
You have to roll to stay afloat every 5 nautical feet.
Yeah. Yes, so your tank was retrofitted with that, and
First time I've ever been on a boat tank, or a tank boat,
tank boat,
or a boat tank boat.
Tank boat. Let me see here, and we'll go with this. Okay. So, as the final arrangements for the invasion are made, Able and Baker Company make their ways to Torcross, which is the port that they're going to be departing from. HQ Charlie and Dog are going to be departing from Dartmouth. It's now June 5th, 1944. Your tanks have been loaded onto the LSTs, which are landing ship tanks. You've checked and rechecked your gear and the tank. It's been fueled up. It's been loaded up. Apparently we're getting shot at. There we are.
Hopefully they don't hit the fucking canvas. We're gonna sink instantly.
Sorry, I was checking out this gun here. It was in fact loaded.
It's got canvas on it. It's bulletproof.
It's gonna do. You all were supposed to leave yesterday, but everything was postponed due to weather. Real quick, Lieutenant Fink had asked you to, as delegated the authority, give me the order of Baker Company 3rd Platoon, the order of their tanks on the LST. So, thinking at the exit of the tank, tell me who you want getting off the boat first.
Let's see. Yeah, we'll take the lead. Bandito behind us. Let's put, Finkelstein second from the end. Put Babe behind him. And Big Ugly behind Bantija.
Copy that. All right. You're all currently hanging out in the barracks that you guys share with Bandito, and you were told that there was going to be a briefing, a large supply building in 15 minutes.
Roger that. Head over the supply building.
You guys head over now?
Supplies!
Okay. You guys walk in, and it's a large supply building. Doesn't look like it's actually being used for supplies, though. There's a bunch of chairs set up. Once you guys are inside the actual the building there, you feel like there's a real thick tension that fills the room. It's mostly Able and Baker Company, and then a small contingent of Navy personnel as well. The normal chatter and the joking, they're non-existent. Small conversations could be heard here and there. However, there's a bit of an anxiousness in the air. A thick haze of cigarette smoke also hangs from the ceiling. Up front on stage are large chalkboards and 2 large tables. Both are covered in a cloth. Whoops. And you all find seats together and kind of sit down. Preacher, real quick, give me a perception check.
Perception. All right.
Okay. So you guys are all sitting around waiting for this meeting to start, and Sweet Pea, as you glance over the area, your eyes, they suddenly stop on the side profile of someone you think you recognize from several years ago. You pause momentarily because this gentleman, he's supposed to be dead. You killed him.
What? Damn.
He's the reason you're stuck in this mess. However, something about his face seems different. Like it's older than it actually should be. If he was still alive, that is. As you sit there and gawk, he turns around and directly makes eye contact with you. And there seems to be a bit of a sinister look in his eyes.
What the what?
So immediately, I would try to shuffle, pull out my pack of Lucky Strikes, put one in, strike it, and I offer one to him, and I look around and see if anybody else is looking our direction.
Well, he's a few rows ahead of you. So you.
Okay. Yeah, so I would have done it like as I was walking to him, and I would have just kind of like stuck one out, like more or less pull one, light it, offer it, and I'm just kind of like looking around like this as I'm pulling one, and then kind of look.
So you're offering one up to him?
Yes.
So he kind of shifts in his seat, and you kind of see the rest of his crew shift as well. And on his name tag, you see Brockman, and as you hand it to him, he picks it up and he holds it up to be lit. And one of his crew members looks over and he goes, "Hey, Ralph, who's this guy?" And you kind of realize that the guy you killed, his name wasn't Ralph.
So I light his cigarette for him, and I listen to that. Does he say anything back to that guy?
Just somebody my brother knew from my past. And he's still staring at you.
Kill this guy too, preacher, just to be safe. Come on.
You can't leave any orphans.
This reminds me of a skit we'll talk about later. So I look at him, and obviously, it clicks, and I look and I say, older or younger?
Well, Everett, I believe you know I'm older. I just want you to know, and I want my crew here to hear it, that, you know, our Hall of Justice, it'll take place, don't you worry. But right now, we're gonna call a truce on account of the fact that we're both here to kill some Nazis.
Well, the way I got it figured, if you've got a problem, we might as well settle it now. And I kind of like put my hand in my pocket.
And he doesn't do anything, but you kind of see his crew react. And he's like, "No, like I said, Everett, your time will come. Right now, we need to worry about Hitler. So you go on back there with your little tank and their card game, and I'll see you. Don't worry."
I will definitely see you. And I hope you can fight better than your brother.
Damn!
He doesn't take the bait. He doesn't take the bait, and he turns around.
And what he doesn't know is that specific lucky strike actually has a firecracker in it.
All right.
So as I walk off, I shut the door, and you hear.
I got a great spot for that to show up in. So let me see here. Hold on one second. So right after you kind of make your way back to the seat, the entire room is called to attention as Lieutenant Colonel John Wellborn and Captain Songer make their way to the stage. Captain Songer is Baker Company's CO, so he's your guys' CO. The cloth covers are removed, and in front of you is a large map of the Normandy beach line and the title Utah Beach. So, and just for fun and shits and giggles, gentlemen, I'm going to show you something real quick. Where are we at? So here...
I thought we were going to France, not the American Southwest.
Here is an actual picture of the Utah Beach sand table.
Can't actually see it,
Can't see it on stream.
General.
Oh, I can see it in Foundry.
And yeah, I have it up in
you
Foundry,
can see it on stream.
It's
and then
massive.
on the stream also. So
It's
yeah,
very impressive map.
that is actually a model sand table they made. So back to the lab again. Okay. So the lieutenant colonel steps up, and the room is so quiet at this point, you all kind of hear a pin drop. And he steps up.
Who dropped that pin? Pick it up.
What?
And,
Sorry, Dad.
and it's so quiet at that point. That is when the cigarette blows up, and and you see the crew members of Mr. Ralph Brockman kind of jump like that, and the lieutenant colonel looks down, and he's not sure what it is, but he knows if he entertains it, it's going to take away from why they're here. So he just kind of glares down at them real hard, and then back to the crowd. And he clears his throat, and he's like, "First, let me apologize, y'all here, and the rest of the 70th is in Dartmouth. Just the way logistics worked out." And by the way, his voice sounds like Dale Dye. The 70th Tank Battalion will make their way towards the beaches of Normandy, France, where you all be making landing and kicking some Nazi ass. And there's it's a bit brief of a moment of hoots and hollers and cheering that seems to break the tension of the room. Lieutenant Colonel kind of waves his hands to quiet everybody down. And he says, it's your job to learn your mission and the mission of those around you. We are invading the Cotentin Peninsula, more specifically, Normandy. The code name of the area we'll be making landing is Utah Beach. Now, H hour is 0630 on June 6th, so that is tomorrow. Our boys from the 101st and the 82nd will be dropping in 4 hours before us to take out the 18 howitzers covering the beach. We will be landing in an area called Les Dunes de Verville. Don't ask me to say it in French, because I can't. It's about 3 miles wide, gentlemen. Our plan is to cross the beach, seize control of the coastal roads, and link up with the airborne troops. And so he starts pointing to another map. Actually, let me just bring this back up and leave it here while I show you guys this. He shows or points to Utah.
Utah,
This.
Weetah.
On the boards in Foundry here. So he says, Able Company, you all will be supporting the landings of the 1st Battalion 8th Infantry Regiment on Terre Green. And he kind of points to the map. Their objective will be to assist the 1st Battalion in clearing the beach at WN8 and STP9, securing exit and causeway number 3. Then moving inland to rendezvous with the 101st around St. Martin. Baker Company, that's you guys. You will assist the 2nd Battalion 8th Regiment on Uncle Red. You will be south of Able in an area called La Madeleine. Turn that down just a little bit. That's really loud. Okay. In an area called La Madeleine. Your main objective is to seize control of the coastal road exit number 2 at WN7. According to our aerials, there's a large amount of anti-tank gun guarding that roadway. Once it is secure, you help the infantry clear out WN5, WN4 before moving inland towards Audouville and Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. There y'all will be linking up with the 101st. I expect medium resistance here. We know there are several bunkers and anti-tank emplacements, and also believe that the 709th German Infantry Battalion are stationed here. And so he brings up another map for you. And this is the one he's showing you now. And he points to, he kind of points around WN5 and WN7. And he says, now I want you to take a real close look here at this sand table, because you got a nice real point of reference. And he's like, there's a beach house here, and it's got a solid red roof. That is right next to your objective. And let's see. And yeah, so let's go back to that. Charlie Company will aid the Beach Obstacle Task Force engineers with clearing beach obstacles at H+15. Infantry from the 8th, they'll be making landfall at H+10. That's 10 minutes after us. And he kind of looks around at the room and he says, any questions? And if you guys have any questions about your objectives and stuff, I can go over that again with you. So
Yeah, so we're heading for WN8. I'm looking at the sand table right now.
7, well, 8 and 7, right? And we're
Yeah.
trying to push that top red arrow down.
yes, yeah.
The orientation of the pop-outs are kind of confusing me. To be perfectly
Oh
honest
yeah,
with you.
sorry. It's let's see. So basically,
I need a compass rose on this thing.
Yeah. So the Utah sand table where WN8 is,
Yeah.
right, that's essentially, that's north. And then you can see the number 3 and WN5 down there, that's south. So WN8 is kind of to the north, northwest. WN8 or WN5 is to the south, southeast. So if you look at
Yeah, no,
your,
I got it. So we're pushing straight in towards. Yeah, so we're pushing straight in towards WN7, but obviously WN8 is going to be on our flank if that isn't taken out first. That looks like some sort of entrenchment, gun placement.
Yeah, are those pillboxes or?
yeah, their resistance, and they'll tell you that he also has, where to go. They have actual closer drawing of south of WN8, WN5, where the majority of the resistance is.
It's down there by WN5.
Yes.
I don't know that we actually want to go straight for that then. Might be better off hitting WN8 and rolling up their flank. Maybe.
Yeah, WN5 is kind of technically Able Company's objective. Your objective, again, is WN5 and 4. West of WN5 is where the exit coastal road is, exit number 2.
So we're further.
South.
WN4 is up there. So you're saying that you just said that Able Company is doing WN5. That's
No,
their main.
WN8.
WN8 is able. Okay, so we're
Yes.
5 and 4. So we're getting thrown right in the shit. Okay, great. All right, understood.
Questions, anybody? Whoop, you got a confused look?
Yeah, how do I transfer out of
That
this
fucking
chicken shit
confused look,
outfit?
That's my thinking face.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
That's
sorry.
Warface, son.
That's my war face.
So some small questions here and there get asked by Able Company. And if you guys have any questions to throw at the Colonel, You can do that now.
Are we going to have any offshore support?
Sure.
Prior to the invasion, that's a good question, soldier. Prior to the invasion, not only will we have aerial bombardment of the area, not only to soften them up, but also to provide craters for the infantry to hide in and move to for protection. But also the naval ships will be bombarding the area, again, to soften them up. But once you make landfall, that firing, those guns are going to stop. We can't hit our troops. Can't say that it can't be called in. However, that's a game time decision.
So the hope is that WN5 position will be softened up by the time we hit it. Okay. I mean, they should be able to just take it out. Yeah, the ship guns right offshore.
Better cheaper than the artillery. You should know that by now, TC.
Yeah, no joke there, Bishop.
Look,
No joke there.
We just roll up behind WN5. We take it out, and WN4 is going to be an easy shot. Watch.
I hope you're right, Bishop. I hope you're right. That's the thing about our tanks. They're not the best tanks. They're the cheapest tanks.
Well, it's better than what we had in Africa. So just keep our front armor pointed towards their machine guns. We should be fine.
All right.
The true spoils of war is friend tanks.
I really fucking hate you right now. I wish I needed a better way to reach through and fucking slap somebody through the internet.
So there's no more questions.
No.
So he kind of looks around and says, "All right, boys, go get him." Dismissed. And as you guys are leaving, there's some personnel there issuing out maps of Normandy, the Normandy coastline and La Mandeline, and the General Eisenhower order of the day, for those of you who know and have heard that before. I don't need to read it, but
you don't want to share it with us?
I mean, so how about I just start with the famous first line? Does that work?
That works.
Soldiers, sailors, and airmen of the Allied Expeditionary Force, you are about to embark upon a great crusade toward which we have striven these many months. The eyes of the world are upon you. There you go.
Nice.
So as you guys are walking out,
I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm moved.
And then we all, like a benediction, we all have to reply, reading off our program, and say, "We who are about to die."
You're walking out, and Fink is standing there with a large box in his hand, and he's calling all the TCs together real quick. And he's not blocking the rest of the crew out, but he's making it an effort or a point to bring the TCs together. He says,
Calvin gets in line for a map. You said they were handing out maps.
They were handing out maps, yep.
Sorry, continue.
No, it's fine. As you all approach, he looks to be holding a large box. And he looks to all of you and he says, "I might not get a chance to say this tomorrow, gentlemen. You've all trained for this. I know you can handle your business. This is round 2 for most of us. I expect you to stack them up. We'll meet up on the beachhead when it's secure. And when that happens, I expect to see your crews all smoking this in celebration and not a moment soon." And he's reaching into this box and he's handing a cigar box to each of the TCs that contain 5 cigars.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
So that night, Baker Company, let's see. That
Does
night,
buddy guy immediately try to start smoking his?
Yeah. Can
I slap him and tell he's going to put a jinx on the whole damn thing?
He cuts it out and he's put something else in there.
He doesn't have the box.
He goes to cut it, but cuts the thing in half by accident.
So you guys all cram up that night onto the LST, and you guys head out to sea. It's around midnight when you leave.
Are we in the tanks, or are we? Is there?
It's open. You guys can walk
area?
around if you want.
Okay.
Let's see.
Can we see the shore from where we're at? Or is it still early?
No, it's dark. You can't see.
Yeah,
a
they've got
damn
all-
thing.
I presume all the lights are out
Yeah. Yep.
on the beach.
Yep. And you guys were issued seasickness pills, obviously, because the waves in the ocean, they're pretty rough from the storms. For the most part, you guys either sleep or stand around and shoot the shit, play some poker, hang your ass over the edge to drop a deuce, because the toilets are backed up over being too many people on the boat, which was a common thing. By the way, I figured I'd share that with you.
Thanks for sharing.
And it's not too long afterwards that some Navy personnel kind of walk around and make sure you're all awake. And it's at this point, it's not long before dawn.
What's our ETA? I shot to the nearest one.
Kind of turns around and he says, probably less than an hour, Sergeant. You'll make your
Hear
peace
that,
now.
boys? Smoke them if you got them.
So we'll do this for a minute. I'll activate that. Just don't sink, okay, guys?
Be a short game.
So daylight, it slowly starts
Make
to
no promises.
And that's the end of this scenario.
Told you he's gonna make us roll for it. We're going down.
Again, daylight slowly starts to appear, and all around you, to the left and to the right, you can see ships of every kind stretching across the horizon. There was actually more ships than seas. And suddenly, across the loudspeakers, it's a figure speech.
Okay.
Across the loudspeakers, you hear, "Now hear this! Now hear this, all tank crews! Make your way to the tanks and prepare for disembarkment." And then the message repeats.
I get up on top. I get up on top of our tank and whip out the binoculars. Can I see shore?
You see what looks to be shore, yeah.
What are the weather conditions right now? What are the waves
We're
like?
not sure if it's shore.
The waves are
Are they
rough.
selling seashells?
Tell you what, give me a perception check there, Sarge.
Roger that. Hold on, I gotta move all these maps out of the way. How many are open? Damn it. Okay, you're there. Perception check, you said?
Perception check. Yeah, plus
And
one
do I
since you're
get-
using your field glasses.
Got a 6.
So yeah, all along coastline, you see basically the land. You can't make out any special features or anything like that. In terms of weather in the water, you can kind of tell that the winds, they're blowing hard south, and the waves are pretty rough.
Oh, great.
You recognize that these floating contraptions weren't made for seas of this nature. You guys trained in calm waters, not rough waters.
Great. Do we got life vest?
You do.
That's something.
So, and real quick, as we start to get further in here, I'll ask you now. Again, you guys were trained on the DDs, so a couple things. The driver doesn't steer. The driver's just operating the fact that the propellers move and the speed. Sergeant, on the top of your tank in the back is actually basically a rudder. Like the old days. You operate with your arm. You can do it, or somebody else can do it. Bob,
Go ahead.
Bog, you have an important role. You operate the bilge pump. Should the tank start to get water, you can turn this thing on, but you got to make sure to turn it off so you don't burn it out. So I'll get into my little house water rules here in a minute, but I'm just going over the tank stuff.
So we are floating across the river on a tank with a canvas and a fucking trolling motor.
Yep.
River. You wish we were on a river.
I like it.
The map kind of made it look like a river, but the part that looked like the river was actually the sand, the beach.
Oh, that's just to kind of give you an orientation.
Well, I just meant maybe that's why he thought we were crossing a river. Because at first I was like, "Is that a river?"
Everything's a river. It's fine.
So the only two that are generally inside the tank and the way you guys trained are the driver and the bow gunner. TC, it's up to you what you do with the other two and yourself. So
Okay, so we got that 50 cal, right, on top?
you do have the 50 cal on top.
Okay. Someone
No,
want to take that
rowing
50
with
cal? Who's got a heavy?
I mean,
Who's
I
got
can take
heavy-
50.
Yeah.
You're the
jump on
bow gunner. You're going to be sitting
It's
inside.
kind of like my whole job, yeah.
You're sitting inside. You're on the bow gun.
I'm hanging out a little slightly outside until I'm needed.
All right, yeah, but you stay on the bow gun. Sev, he's controlling. Buddy guy, he's controlling the speed. Bishop, yeah. Can we fire the gun from sea? Or would that totally fuck us up?
Nope, you'll sink.
Start
It
spinning
covers
in a fucking
the
circle.
main gun.
Okay, all right.
Here, I'll
Then Bishop, you want to jump on that 50 cal?
Yeah, sure. I'll sit on it.
Oh, will you?
Not much I can do with it if I gotta fire it out, because for heavy weapons, like shooting this thing outside, I'd be using heavy weapons, not my tech roll, right?
Yeah. Do you have happy weapon?
I'm asking the
Oh, sorry.
yes,
the
nodding.
GM. Yeah. So no, I have 0 heavy. All my stuff is, I came from the background as basically an engineer.
I have heavy weapons, but is there any point in sitting on the gun when we can't fire it until we get the canvas off?
Yeah, good. That's a good question. Does the 50 cal see over the top of the canvas?
No, but he'd be able to arch. So not really aim, but put rounds down range. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
point it up.
it's-
Yeah, but if we don't even know what we're shooting at.
Yeah.
And how far you're getting out of that arch, and
Tell me this, General, how long is it going to take to break this down again? Presuming we make the shore.
It'll just take a roll. Because it basically, once you turn off the air and loosen the struts, it drops.
Okay.
Hey TC, I'd recommend for Horner to be on top of that 50 cal, and then if anything breaks down, I'll get in there and hit it with a wrench.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Bishop. Yeah, let's do that.
Yes.
Um,
that's what it looks like.
Then I guess that's me on the rudder.
Okay. Rudder. All right.
I just met her.
Rudder. I just met her. See, where am I at here?
Does it need to
there's
be
a lot
held
of-
constantly? The rudder?
What's that? Milk the rudders? Udders?
Does it need-
Rudder?
Not udder. Rudder.
Yeah, it will. It's going to be like
Okay.
just like a regular boat, and without speed, you're not going to be able to steer. So, all around you, the men are jumping to their feet, hollering and cheering as they grab their gear and head to the tanks and do the exact same thing that you all are doing, setting up their death traps. Once everybody gets to the tank,
That doesn't bode well.
yeah. Everybody gets to their tanks. Suddenly, and without warning, the naval bombardment starts. Outside, all you start to hear are just explosions all around. These rounds, again, they're coming from the Allied ships. They sound like freight trains as they pass overhead. And then you can see in the distance that they are pummeling the beachhead. The sound is literally deafening. On the opposite side of your LST, you hear some whooshing sounds as a landing craft rocket ship starts to unleash its furious salvos of rockets towards the beach. And the time is now 6:15. Everybody, give me a guts check. All of you get a +4 because of Forlath's talents. Forlath, your roll is a +1.
Gotcha.
Hold on 1 second for Forlath. It's because of the cool-headed, right?
Yeah, that's one of it.
I think so. Yeah.
I also have that.
So I get it.
So
Wait, hold on a
what he
second. Do they stack? Nope. Number one, do they stack? And number two, yeah, I get benefit of his cool-headed, right?
So I mean, he wouldn't get his ability, but he'd get mine, right? I'm sitting right next to him.
No, so cool-headed
like,
says you
I have it-
and those around you.
Cool whip.
Yeah. So Loth, that's +2, not 1.
Yeah, but does it stack? Does
Yes.
everybody else get another one?
Yes.
So we're all at +5.
Forlath is a +2. The rest of you are at +5. Because
Well, you wouldn't be.
No, I'd be at 4.
Yeah, but everyone else would be at +5.
Wow.
yeah, so think of it like you guys.
Is this because of suppression, basically, because of all the shots being fired?
No, this is just basically going to be fear and nerves.
Oh, 'cause
Shit's setting in. It's the
Well, I've got
reality of the
nerves of
fact
steel.
that you're about to die. Maybe not.
Oh
die.
no.
Because I've got the nerves of steel that gives me a +1 to guts for suppression, but if it's not quite suppression.
The skin of my teeth.
Preach.
I'm starting to get the shakes from Remember in Africa.
Pull it together, Bishop. Pull it together.
Yeah, I'm fucking
From
trying,
raids.
but it's yeah, you know, we're about to go into the goddamn ocean. I didn't sign up for the goddamn Navy. Just fucking saying. Didn't sign up for the
Right,
goddamn
you heard you loud and
Navy.
clear. Tighten that shit up, Corporal.
So,
You didn't sign up for what?
the goddamn Navy, Horner. Shut your fucking mouth, or I ship you fucking overboard. I reach into my fucking pocket and I pull out my rosary and I start rolling the beads around in my hand.
Rubbing
All
your
right.
nose.
Rubbing
So-
my beads.
So because of that, you're not gonna take a hit on your fear, Hades. On your character sheet there. Let's see where you is.
Hades, you want to rub my beads?
Ooh.
No.
On your character
Beads
sheet
nuts.
under
No.
skills,
Yep.
under the intelligence column where fear is at the bottom, click nervous -1.
But on the surface, he looks calm and ready.
Good thing they didn't serve
28,
you
not a
army
good
spaghetti.
Oh, if anyone was going to throw spaghetti, we know who it'd be. We got fucking picture proof on that shit.
Buddy guy, obviously.
And no.
Across the loudspeakers, you guys hear. Now hear this. Now hear this. Tank crews, start your engines and prepare to disembark.
Oh, I'm going to throw up.
Start your engines.
Boop, 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 bloop, boop, bloop, boop, boop, boop.
Okay. Everett, you want to control buddy guy for me and just give me a quick operate roll?
Yeah, I got you.
Don't sink us. Don't sink us.
They are sinking.
Man, he only gets 5 fucking dice, and he's our driver. Who the fuck put that guy in charge?
He was originally in a radio man.
Oh, well, that fucking makes a whole lot of sense.
So the tank fires up and it's idling right there on the ship along with all the other ones. But for the most part, you actually can't hear it because again, all the sounds from the bombardment are just overwhelming. And soon, a few minutes later, you feel the whole ship just kind of lurch forward as if they just dropped anchor in an effort to stop. And you barely overhear the words of Navy personnel shout, "Down door 1." And right in front of you guys, Blackjack, since you're front row cherry, the doors, they start to open up and you can see the light. And right in front of you is literally just water and a ramp. And the ramp just kind of slows down and splashes into the English Channel there. And the chains on the side, they immediately go tight.
Oh, fuck. So is so is everything up, or do we have to activate it?
No, they haven't given you the order to leave yet.
No, the Donald Duck apparatus, is it?
Oh yeah, you guys would have had that set up right when you got on the ship, so it's ready to go.
Well, then how the hell do you get in and out of it?
Oh, well, you set it up after you got in the tank.
Oh, okay.
Give me, whoever's going to be doing it, actually, give me real quick. Thanks, Sarge. It takes two of you all to set it up. Give me a tech roll. Whoever's setting it up.
I'll definitely be the one helping with that.
Tech roll. Okay, I'm rolling. Any modifiers?
Nope.
Come on.
Fuck
Hey!
off! Thank God somebody's good at this shit. I am rolling like a fucking bag of dicks today.
So, Loth, I'll let you use. We're gonna throw, on the spot house rules, as you're setting up, helping him set up, as they're making the calls over the loudspeaker. You notice that when Ojos is trying to lock down these struts, he's just pushing them in. He's not spinning it to lock them. He's just hitting them up and moving to the next one.
Bishop, get your head in the game. I walk behind him and I go behind him and tighten him up.
Jeez. Thanks, Todd. I didn't fucking sign up for the goddamn Navy, okay? I'm fucking not supposed to be fucking putting this kind of shit together. I'm supposed to be sending rounds down range and some Nazis, okay?
Just hold it together. Hold it together. We'll be on shore before you know it.
So, here we go. Across the loudspeakers, you hear, now hear this, now hear this. Tank crews, disembark. Give 'em hell, boys.
All right, buddy guy.
So,
Move
driver.
out.
Yep.
Operate, sir.
No modifiers.
No modifiers.
Send it.
Technician, 5th grade, buddy guy. Roll us out.
All right. So, I'll go over a quick few rules here. The tank sinks at 5 units of water. I'll keep track of that for you, okay? Operating. So we're gonna kind of do this as a combat roll or combat turn base before you go, and then we'll do the next next combat scene, and then the next one and the next one until you guys reach the shore.
And how many turns until we reach the shore?
4 or 5. Operating the bilge pump there, bow gun. It's gonna be I'll let you know later, but it's a tech roll, and it successfully pumps out 1 unit of water if it's on. Okay.
Okay.
You guys can bail water with your helmet, but to get 1 unit of water thrown out, 2 people need to be doing it.
Sweet Pea, do you know how to operate the fucking bilge pump on this goddamn? Do you know how to operate the goddamn bilge pump?
It kind of works like a sump pump. Yeah, sure.
Why don't you fucking switch me spots? Get up here and get your helmet and fucking bail out water if we get in there.
Understand. Switching spots.
Sorry, preacher. Your tech roll is going to be 3 dice. Although, fucking Jesus Christ, you're rolling better than I am.
I was about to say, I've had successes all night. What can you say?
I'm just saying.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
I'm just helping you out, man. Just want to
Knocking on wood.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
So I slipped down into the fucking the bow gunner seat, and I'm like, ugh, little pizzly ass gun.
Smells like Lucky Strikes and your sister.
Damn.
I wouldn't know. I really have never smelled my sister, so I trust your judgment on that.
Well, come here and smooch me. Figure it out.
So, anyways,
getting awfully Pornhub in here.
Sticky. What's so? Why are the handle sticky?
Yeah.
all right.
There's a level of grime on everything. You just don't know what it is exactly.
Enough
No
of that,
irony,
gentlemen.
though.
Enough of that.
So the tank moves forward. Where are we at here? Damn it. Tank moves forward, and the front end of the tank hits that edge of the ramp, and it dips in. And just as it dips in, like, you just see the front end of your tank just go into the water, and as it rolls off. And it's literally like maybe a foot or less between the water line when the tank finally plumps off the LST and is actually floating, right? So it's floating. You guys have already been in these before, but it's the real deal now, and it's choppy fucking water. So Blackjack, it plunges into the English Channel. The cold air, it hits your face. It's misty, it's wet. There's water slapping against the canvas. The seas are rough. Again, you guys trained in these calm waters. They weren't meant to hold up in conditions like this. The wind and the waves, they move in a southern direction, and they slap against the side of the tank and the canvas. Who's controlling the boat? TC, you are?
I'm on the rudder,
TC,
yeah.
you can feel that the current is pretty strong on that rudder, and it's currently pushing you south.
I get it. It's currently pushing you.
Nice.
The naval ships behind you are still sending volley after volley. This has been going on for probably close to an hour. And in the distance, the roar of the Allied planes, they're dropping bombs onto the beach, are now adding the extra sounds of the war.
And what did you say? How far are we from shore? What's 4 or 5 rounds? 4 or 5 turns?
2,000 meters.
2,000 meters. Okay. Is it safe to give speed?
Yeah, so I'm gonna let one person, whoever on the crew, have one turn before we get into the rolls here.
Meaning?
Go ahead, TC.
Is it safe to go at speed?
Yeah.
In these conditions?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, Guy, hit it. The sooner we get to shore, the better.
Understand. Shoreline.
And then I call Bandito.
This is Bandito.
Come abreast. The rest of the file, come abreast. Pass that on.
So you don't see, but behind you, Bandito rolls off as well. You're already a good floating distance away from Bandito. I'll do my best. And he gets out and he starts moving, but you know, you guys are a good distance apart, so you're
I just don't want us in a file.
Yeah. No, you won't be.
Okay.
You won't be. So the tank moves
from the
forward and
sounds
it's
of it,
moving all over.
The sounds of it are going to be, okay. Yep. All right.
So we'll just do initiative order. Just you 5. Calvin, you're up first.
I'm sorry, what am I rolling for?
Whatever you want right now. You're up. The tank has started. It has not taken on any units of water.
Then I'm sitting on that 50 cal, right? So I'm just watching to see if I can see anything and keeping an eye out at the moment.
Okay. So are you going to take a turn, or are you just going to delay and wait to see if something happens?
Yeah, I guess I'll delay.
Okay. Which character you want to go after then?
I mean, it's hard to pick just because nothing has happened yet, so I can't really.
Yeah.
You want to go last?
I mean, I hate to say just skip me, but I'm not really in a position to help on anything, I guess, other than helmet scoop, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say skip me, I guess. We haven't taken on water, right?
No, we have not.
Okay. Yeah, then I guess I do nothing but sit prepared.
Okay. Sweet Pea, you're up also.
So I want to perception. Get a viewpoint of what's going on. If Eagle Eye applies, which I don't think it does here, Eagle Eye, I can do long range or extreme range perception tests.
Nice.
So, I just kind of want to be scoping deep and seeing. I want to be the first one to notice something if something's happening, essentially.
Okay.
You've been hiding that this entire time.
Give me one
Well,
second here.
TC's been pointing shit out, and I've just been killing it. So.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a. Are you gonna use your normal eyes, or are you gonna borrow the TC's field glasses?
If he's on motor duty, then I'll be borrowing his glasses
Yeah,
if he'll
go
allow.
right ahead.
Okay, so +1 to your perception roll, and then whatever your Eagle Eyes gives you, because you are at extreme.
All right, so let's see. Is there any way that I can ping that for you? It just says +1 to perception test. Okay, so +2 total. That'll work.
Oh yeah, I can look at it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so +1.
All right, coming at you.
Okay. So as you guys are slowly moving, trawling towards the coast, you actually don't see much at all. And to be honest, it's because of the enormous amount of smoke screen from all of the explosions up and down the coast. So you really can't make out any features. You can't make out any weapons or anything that stands out. Just the fact that all of the smoke there is thick and it is slowly moving south. And
So I can't make out any sort of like what the landmass looks like that we're approaching or anything like that.
Not yet. No.
Okay.
Nope. And off to your right, almost immediately after the TC gets off his radio to Bandito, there's an extremely loud explosion. And one of the LSTs carrying some of Able Company's tanks erupt in a giant explosion. And the shockwave hits all of you, and water douses you from above. And the waves, it's close enough that you don't get shrapnel, but eventually those waves do hit you, and some of that water laps up over the canvas, adding 1 unit of water to your tank here.
TC, nothing on glass so far. I'm gonna hold on to this as long as we're trolling around. I'll let you know as soon as I see it, and then that hits, and I go, "Oh, what the fuck was that?" And then I
Everyone
would
okay?
relay whatever that was.
Everyone all right?
I'm good up here.
Sound off.
Yep, just
Fine,
got splashed.
Looks like we're taking on water.
What does that look like, General? Are we like? Is there a leak?
No,
Is it
it's just some water lapped up over the edge, just adding some water. So think of basically a wave kind of pushed up over the canvas edge, and water. It didn't so much sit on top of the tank; it flushed down into both the driver and the bow gunner seat because their tops were open. So the driver and bow gunner got a shower.
But they love that. Okay. That's you, Bishop.
Did you say we have to be
Yeah,
careful
no, I
with
ain't
the
joined
bilge
the
pump?
fucking Navy.
What was that?
Did you say before we have to be careful with the bilge pump because of burning it out or something?
Yeah, if there's no units of water, it needs to be off.
So I was just debating whether shouting that we should turn the pump on or if we should wait if it's only 1 unit.
So, yeah, and tell me this: is water in the tank? Is that can we bilge pump that out, or is that water that's actually on the surface of the tank around this canvas?
No, because it went into the hatches. It'd be bilge pumped out, so you would want to use that.
Bilgeable.
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 Bilgeable hours.
Well, then bilge that shit out, and it's time to lock it up, boys.
Tech roll, J-Dubs.
Moment of truth.
The dice gods. We have had our games now. Let's put our differences aside. I didn't join the fucking Navy.
You want to
Can I
push
roll
that
tech
roll?
just for the shits and giggles of it? Hold on. Let's just see something real quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we're fine.
You want to push that roll there, Ojos?
No, not yet.
Hey, what's Ojos stand for?
Eyeballs. It's definitely
What?
not
So-
fucking how to work shit.
So you're watching the fact that the bilge pump ain't working, right?
I look down at it, right? And I'm looking at this whole system because this is at my station, and I'm like, you might want to start using your helmets to bail out water while I figure this shit out.
Yeah, but the water's in the tank, so we can't get to it.
Just dip a hand
Just-
on in here.
Close up. Close the damn hatches.
You start bailing it out.
Close the damn hatches.
Ugh.
I don't think the tank's watertight, is it? So we'll
No,
close
it's not
the hatches
watertight.
even help.
But any type of huge wave or anything, if we got the hatches closed, at least it's going to be up here, and we can try to bail it.
I'm really getting sick of this there, General. You need to go ahead and take that fucking shit that you put onto me, whatever little foundry module you added onto my fucking sheet, and go fist yourself on that, dick.
Strangely moves the dice. It's like the Force.
So was that a fast or a slow action, by the way?
That'd be your slow action.
All right.
Okay. So how we doing, General?
You got TC and you got the driver.
All right. I say to buddy guy, I say, okay, fire up. Well, not fire up, but full speed ahead, but slowly, ease her forward. If you see any sort of if it starts to spin us around or throw us off kilter, ease back on the throttle. You understand me?
Understand. Straightforward.
Well,
Give me
you
an
can
operate
compensate
roll.
a little bit, but yeah, like like Private Horner said, full speed, slowly.
By the way, it's a 1 1/3 chance of rolling at least 1 6 on 8 dice.
What are your odds?
That would be my
Oh.
odds are negative 60%. Apparently today.
So the tank,
I'm
it
reloading.
moves
I'll be
forward
back.
like you want. You got power, TC. You can feel it on the rudder.
Okay, so I lean into it. I try to compensate a bit so that we don't go sideways. Yeah. Let's move on to the next turn, unless you got something.
Okay. So if you're keeping it straight, I
Well,
just need to-
Hades didn't get a chance to do anything yet, right? I mean, he could bail if he wanted to. I mean, like, not jump off of the tank boat. Horner,
Oh, sorry,
but
Hades.
I mean, like, start like.
Catch you idiots later. Ah!
Good luck sieging the castle.
They'll be looking for army guys. Well, I think I technically skipped, but point of fact to bring up. Can I scoop water from being up on the gun?
No, again, the water's
Physically-
pretty much inside the tank at this time.
Yeah,
Because they had
so
their hatches
it's-
open.
Unless I got off the gun and went down in, I can't really help scoop.
Come down here and get me off.
Well, I only
You
have a
wouldn't have
skill
no
in,
success.
yeah, I only have a skill in heavy weapons, not small arms.
Oh,
It's not small arms. It's
All right,
melee.
all
It's
right.
melee.
Like a T-Rex.
It's-
It's so big I can still masturbate like this.
Yeah, I understand. It's the stress of the situation. I get it.
All right. Next round.
Wait. What does Buddy Guy's text say?
Text.
Can you read that for us, General? General.
Where? Oh.
Under driver, the picture. What does it say?
Under driver?
Yeah, on the screen.
You ain't your buddy and you ain't your guy.
Oh,
Okay.
on the.
I can't
On
read
the,
it.
I'm over here looking at Foundry. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at?
This ding dong.
All right.
All right. So, do something here real quick. Okay. Next round. You guys do
Well, I
move
mean, the
closer,
only
so
thing I could do is just fucking wait to see how much more water we're going to take on and try to bilge again.
yeah, you're about at this
Just
point you're
keep
like a
bilging.
1,000 meters off. You guys are moving probably at D plus 25 to 35 minutes. And strangely enough, all around you guys, the infantry that were supposed to start 35 minutes after you are slowly starting to pass you in the Higgins boats.
Well, yeah, because we're in a fucking... Somebody's like, hey, you know, it'd be a fun idea. It's like, make this tank float. Jackass. They call them the Donald Ducks, man. Like, so, what are we doing, TC? Get Buddy Guy to do fucking something. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on.
Yeah,
Let's go.
We're going full
Let's buddy
speed,
this guy.
right? I'm trying to compensate, right? We're hoping to drop this canvas soon so we can light some shit up. I don't know. What else you want us to do?
Let's go faster.
Yep.
Let's
so
go.
basically make another roll. Start me with the rolls. Who's driving? Buddy Guy?
Buddy Guy. That's not a good rule.
He's
that's
you
none that time.
feel the thrust to it, but your ability to steer right now, TC, isn't that great. And you notice that you're moving farther south.
Okay, if we're moving south, we're moving south, but I just want to keep us perpendicular to the shore.
Okay.
That's my main goal.
Anybody else?
I mean, I would still be watching shoreline and stuff and trying to make sure we're not rolling up into anything while I still have sight glass.
Okay.
I guess I would holler down. You need any help down there? I want me to stay on this gun still.
There's no real point of you being on the gun if you can't see over the top of it yet.
All right, so we still got a layer of water.
Yep, you still have a layer of water. The tanks and the naval guns are still pounding the shorelines. And as you slowly start to move, I played it, but I'll play it again here. Close enough to you, water spouts start to shoot up, and you realize that some of these 88s, they're aiming at the tanks coming in. And thankfully he missed you. But the water from that, there was some that splashed into the tank, so that's giving you a second unit of water.
Yeah, but the tank is...
I shut the hatch last round, by
Yeah,
the way. My
exactly.
hatch is closed. Fuck
I
all
don't
that
think
noise.
that's going to help at all because the tank's not watertight on top. So anything that lands on top is still going to work its way down in.
It isn't,
So-
but you guys, and they did this, they pretty
But
much
it would still be,
greased everything up.
yeah, it would still be giving us water weight to sink us.
Shut
So
up,
either
Hades.
way,
Yeah.
I pop,
Piece of shit. Whose team are you on?
I pop the hatch, I jump down, and I start helmet scooping.
Okay.
You better work, bitch. We got
That's,
two in there now, right? We got two fucking things of water.
Yeah, give
Yep.
me a stamina roll there, Calvin.
He's got the stamina. If he can find it. Any modifier?
No.
He actually doesn't have that. I mean, he's got 1 stamina.
Hey,
Hey, look at that.
That's all it needs.
look at that. So you start
He's
to bail
going
out
the
water, and you
distance.
start to help the
He's
crew
going
and the
for
tank not
speed.
sink. How's that? Proud of you.
You've been
Only
more
we had a-
helpful than Bishop all game.
Only we had a pump for this kind of crap.
If only we had a fucking... We didn't have the fucking manual. Somebody got the manual for this thing.
Meanwhile, Bishop's in the back like, prime. How do you prime this motherfucker? Shit.
Is this my suction? Do I suck on this? What do I do?
Yes.
I
You
gotta
can't
suck
trust
start
Army
this?
technology. You gotta trust your own guts. Scoop.
So,
He's
wait,
looking
does he-
through a
does he
notepad. How to
run one?
suck start a bilge pump?
How do
You know.
you suck start this bitch? This got chrome on it. Is it like a trailer hitch? Can I get the chrome off it that way?
Siphon. You gotta get the suction going.
I gotta
Starting to
do-
think more Navy every day. I like it.
It's like I know. It's like it's my turn in the barrel apparently.
We got a hose. Just get the siphon going.
To get the you gotta get the siphon going. So do we still got 2 units? Because you said it takes 2 dudes to bail.
Yeah, I put it down to 1. I guess I can
Okay.
change it to...
So I'm gonna try to suck start this thing.
Oh, sucking it. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna apply percussive force to it first. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Maybe
like any good engineer does.
maybe it just needed primed.
All these parts made in Taiwan, and then fucking see what happens. Here we go.
Tech roll +1 since you're sucking.
Yay!
Oh my God.
Get the thing.
How you finally started working. It's working. Look at that. They'll give you a ribbon for that.
I knew this
I
guy
better-
could
better
suck
get-
when I
better
met
get
him.
A fucking naval achievement medal for that. Piece of shit.
Anybody else want to do anything?
Hey,
Yes, sir.
if you're just sitting there fucking playing with yourself, there, Kris, can you do me a favor? Up
I'm
there.
on the rudder.
Well, I mean, can you fucking give Horner a stern talking to? He seemed a little nervous.
What's he talking about, Horner?
So, by going by the rule set, since Horner has the nervous thing, if our noble leader would use the rally slow action, he could remove that from him.
Correct. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
but for him to rally, you have to puke first.
Is a puking rally?
I'm back, boys. Puke
Yeah,
it
no, I'll
out.
try that.
Call
That's a
some
good
doctors.
idea.
I just
I'm not nervous. We just got all this water coming in our boat that ain't a boat, but it's a tank, and there's explosions. What do you want?
What skill is that? What would that
Man
be?
Rally. I believe
Man
it's
check.
going to be persuasion. Let me double check.
It's persuasion, command, medical aid,
Or medical aid.
it's
Guts
any
if
of those.
it's yourself.
Oh, well,
I
I'm
think.
going to go with command.
Guts,
I got
and guts if it's yourself. Yep. Yes,
I've
sir. If you need
got
the
command.
if you need the page, I can send you the page. 111.
on the ball, Bishop. There I was saying, get your head in the game.
I can't fucking roll for shit, but I'm a fucking rules lawyer all day. That's why I said I need the fucking manual for this piece of shit.
He'll read the pump how it should actually already be working.
Yeah,
and
no,
explain
that's
to it.
actually what's happening down there, right? So we got bombs blowing up, and I'm going, all right, so turn to page 76 to use during wartime. Okay, so
into
okay, got this, and next.
It's got a diagram of a guy smacking the pump against the side of the tank.
No block, make that roll, baby.
Any modifiers or just straight command?
Nope. Straight command.
Okay, come on.
Yay!
There's a 6. That's all
So
I need.
how do you rally old Calvin Horner? Oh, young Calvin Horner.
Horner, listen to me. It's just a little bit of water. We'll be through this in like 3 minutes. And if we get on shore, you get us on shore without us sinking, buddy. First French French bottle of wine we find is yours.
That's how you get anything done in the army. You can't be thinking about it.
So all around you.
Oh no! I shut off
Whoa.
the pump and we sink. Fuck that.
Okay.
After that comment, we're going to the fucking bottom of the sea. That's it. We're done.
Bishop
See,
unplugs the bombs. He
I
just runs
actually
his
opened
knife down the
hatches
canvas.
and
Yeah.
the bottom hatch. I opened
He
the
started
bottom
thinking about it, and that's what happened.
So then all of a sudden
Unbeknownst
you
to
hear
everybody
this.
else, Bishop is taking his helmet and scooping water into the tank. He's just like, fuck this.
As you all sink, yes.
Perfect.
So you're getting
know how to
close to
play
the
a violin.
shoreline now, and it's odd. All of a sudden, like all of that deafening sound that you heard just stops. The ships stop. The smoke is still heavy on the shoreline. The airplanes, they can be seen going out their own directions and out to sea. The bombardment has obviously stopped. And more waves of the Higgin boats continue to pass you. However, you slowly start to see now that the beach, or the boats are starting to make it to shore, well ahead of you, right? And a different kind of sound starts at this point. So all around you, well, not around you guys, up ahead, the machine guns start zipping all over the place. You see spouts of sand and dirt start to shoot up, either from mortars or from artillery that's starting to go all over the place. Those of you that are looking, you see that a lot of the soldiers seem to not be able to stay above the water due to the weight of their equipment. And some of them kind of pop back up like a duck that is on it's real buoyant, like that. Maybe they just inflated their life vests or something. And you're probably close to 500 meters off the shore at this point.
500 meters.
Is there any broken shells? We've
I
got.
was about to say, can I roll
There's a
another
lot of
perception?
sand there.
Yeah, you can roll a inception. Inception.
Still +2.
If you're using the field glasses in your thing, yes.
Eagle eyes. Yep. Oh, nice.
All right. Are you just looking in general? What are you looking for?
Yeah, just while everything's going on, I'm still just scanning that whole beach line, trying to wait for that smoke to clear, trying to see what kind of terrain we're looking at, what kind of possible, like what we're rolling up to. That way I can try to get everybody, if we're getting ready to hit something, I want to get us back in position. That way we're not sitting on sand, essentially.
Okay. So, where we're at here. So what you see, here, I'll take that. That little mark on my green map right there. You see that is the Red Roof's beach house that the Lieutenant Colonel had talked about that's on the beach, right? And you know that essentially was where you guys were trying to land. Where you guys are currently and straight, or if you keep going straight, you're right about there.
TC, I got landing in sight. We keep the track that we're on. We're going to hit right on it. Over.
Roger that. Stay the course. Guy, can you give us any more?
Wait, didn't he explain that we're shooting left of where we wanted to be?
Yeah.
I swear to God, if you don't shut up.
Affirmative.
Okay.
The subdued K.
Okay.
That was a for the people steering kind of thing I was pointing out there. So he just said we're going straight towards where we wanna, but that wasn't what I understood.
That hurt. That hurt everything. That hurt everything, but it was worth it.
Yes, you're south of your.
We're going straight, but left, but straight,
Yeah.
but correct.
Correct.
But
So
wrong.
you
Straight as
wanna
a
go-
circle right now, boys. I mean, just fucking right
We're way-
straight
we're
ahead,
way
but
off,
left.
But we're going to hit where we want to go if we keep going straight.
Yeah,
No.
you're just like
Well-
you're like right fucking there, but not close.
No, he said we're not gonna hit where we want to go if we go straight. We're aiming left of straight.
Yeah, you're south of your intended. It's not so much a target, but it was a marker. Yeah.
But we're gonna be generally close, right?
Yes.
All right, fuck it. It doesn't matter. All sails fucking straight.
All sails straight. Okay.
Okay.
This is it.
Operate as buddy guy, yeah.
Meanwhile, Calvin Horner. uh, so Calvin, I'm no longer nervous, right? His role was successful.
Yeah, his rally was able to get you there.
So I'm like scooping like frantically. He calms me down a bit. The water's receding. The pump's going. I hear all the gunfire. I hear they're saying we're getting close. So I hop back up on the 50 cal and put my wet bucket on my head.
Your wet bucket on your head. Okay.
And I'm just
And
trying to shoot if necessary.
Yeah, if I see the general beach house that we're at, then Sweet Pea would say down to Buddy Guy, we're almost there, just aim for here and let's go. And that's kind of what I'm gonna roll operate for Buddy Guy unless you have something different.
Nope, do it.
Roll him.
Okay.
Got it.
You're pretty close at this point. Buddy Guy, for all the amount of work that you've done on the tank, you get a feel of how it moves, how it works, how it responds, things like that. You have a strange feeling to the tank as if the tracks down below have found sand under all of this water. It seems to be moving and responding differently. You guys are about 30 feet from shore at this point. The waves, they're starting to crash all around you. Some splash up and over the canvas, obviously getting everybody at this point wet. And the tank itself, Blackjack, it rolls growling up onto the beach from the sea, and you kind of hear some water rush from the sides and other areas of the area as it slowly emerges from the water onto the beach.
TC, I believe the Eagle has landed.
Who's up on top with me right now?
I'm on top on
Horner
the 50.
still? Yeah, you're still up here. Horner, let's
Well, I
break
just
it down.
climbed back up.
Yeah, let's break this down. And drop the canvas as quick as we can.
I am scrambling back to my assigned seat after shutting the fucking pump off. Because fuck that pump.
I hope
Okay,
you put
yeah,
the lid
everybody's
down.
going to get basically a free thing to do here right now.
So can we do that? Can we break down the canvas?
Yes, you can. Yep.
I'm
Does
doing
it
one
take-
last perception on breach, or on landing, I mean.
Okay, give it to me.
My only thought is, does it take two? Because if I'm sitting on the 50 cal, I may want to be ready to shoot when the canvas comes down.
Yeah, but if it's multiple clicks and we both do a different side, we get it down quicker.
It'll essentially
it's not
just drop,
shielding.
yeah.
It's not going to shield us from shots.
Yeah, that's why I want to be ready to just shoot, right? All right, I'll help you take it. You're the tank commander. I don't argue with you. I just tear it down.
Okay, Preach, what are you looking for?
Just as soon as we hit sand, I'm scanning. I'm looking at if there's any immediate threats, any sort of something that we need to really focus on first, or if we're safe enough that we don't necessarily have to be jumping on guns just necessarily.
All right, I will describe that to you. Wolf, you went back to your seat. And
Well, I'm heading to my seat, and I'm not jumping in because my loader is outside fucking playing with himself, apparently. Messing with metal struts or something instead of loading my gun. Like he should be doing. So
You love to watch
I'm gonna fucking load an HE round into the tube before I get into my seat.
Okay, and I'll let you do that as your one free round before
Thanks.
we get into the shit. Preach. So, all over the beach, it's pure mayhem. There's blasts coming from inside the cement casemates and bunkers all across the beach line here. All over the beach, there's craters from bombs. You see infantry slowly trying to move up. Most of them seem to be cowering around what obstacles there are on the beach. I'll activate that. Let me move you guys here too. You guys are down here with your people. giant plumes of sand and smoke and shrapnel, they all launch into the air from artillery strikes. Or maybe it's some poor victim finding a mine. There's literally dead soldiers all over the place. There's pieces of dead soldiers all over the place. Water slowly starting around you that's still splashing against the side of the tanks. It's slowly starting to turn a shade of red from all the blood. The noise, it's endless, it's deafening, and it's still very difficult to see because of the amount of smoke that still hangs basically along this beachfront. In front of you, based on your roll, you do see a solid casemate with two slits or two openings that point to the north and to the south, and then a solid beach wall or seawall that sits in front, and various anti-tank weapons and troops line this, shooting across the beach.
So we've dropped the canvas, correct?
The canvas is dropped, correct. And you
Okay.
guys are now in the fight.
So I relay all that stuff to them as you named it off, so everybody knows what's going on.
Horner, we'll probably need you back down. Loading. And I jump back in the turret as well.
Oops. Okay. Give me 1 second to do this and add you guys to the rolls here. All right, so we are going to begin combat, and we're going to use, it's called dynamic combat, so it'll be a new initiative each turn.
So are we going to stop here, General, or you want to...
You guys want to do a quick round? You're on the beach, can you do it?
Yeah, sure, what the hell, go for it.
I can
Everybody
get
okay?
one around, dude. Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, so I'll go quickly first here. Give me 1 second. So you guys can discuss what you want to do for the moment.
Well, we want cover, right? That wall that you were talking about, Preach?
Yep.
How high was it? I mean, is it the seawall, is it actual cover and concealment? Well, it's not going to be much concealment, I suppose.
I mean, yeah, it's enough to hold anti-tank gear and all that, so it's got to be a pretty solid wall, pretty high up, I would think. What do you think, General?
Yeah, it's probably to show. If you're standing next to it, it's probably shoulder length. Or height.
Now, is there... but are there... You said there are emplacements on the other side of this wall, right on the other side of it?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
so they're
prob-
using it as cover as well.
Yeah, the troops mainly are.
What the
What was that?
fuck was that?
Cat
And there's
fight.
cats on the beach, everybody.
Hades, are you okay?
Goddamn, they're madder than hell, too.
No, I'm fine. BRB.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're all along the line of what you can and can't see.
Oh, okay. So it's not exactly something we want.
Yes.
All right, I got you.
And I'm gonna ask this once, and then I'm gonna assume that's where you're at from this point. Who's inside and outside the tank? Meaning up above or hatches are shut.
I'm in my happy chair.
Yeah, I'm in Balgoner's spot. Hatches down.
Hatches down. TC, are you out or you in?
I'm in. Hatches down.
Copy that. So you guys get your first taste of combat, basically. No sooner do you drop the canvas and TC that you shut your hatch, all along your tank, you just start to hear ricochets after ricochets of rounds that just pelt the side of your tank, right?
Yeah, I kind of figured.
And
We want to keep. We're keeping our armor towards the front. Towards the enemy.
Let's see. So, I'm gonna make this shoot real quick. 10. So -2. Okay. In front of you, obviously, the sounds of the guns, they're going off. Not too far away and more to your south. Bandito obviously seems to be in a fight, and a giant plume of sand just explodes right in front of its tank as if someone just missed him. And so...
Can we see what shot at him?
You can tell that it came from this direction.
Right. We still got high explosives in the.
And-
Sorry. Go ahead.
Nope, sorry. And we're actually on the gunner's turn, so I'll let you guys start to take the way.
Okay. Hey, Horner. What rounds we got in? What do we got in the pipe? Have we got anything in the pipe?
It's HE. We got HE in the pipe.
Okay. Give Bandito some support. Fire at will. Bishop.
So, I gotta ask a quick question here, Jen.
Sure.
This target is behind this pillbox, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Can I see this right here?
Yes, you can.
So our turret begins to immediately rotate to the right, off of the where we were told to just do support in that area. I'm lining up a shot on this, and I assume that this is a wall break here.
Yeah, it's a seawall, and that is a wall break there, yes. But
So
you can
I'm
see
trying-
that, because it's kind of like,
Yeah, I'm
you
trying
got the
to.
seawall, but it starts to go up in a hill, so they...
Okay,
a
so
lot of
this
it's-
guy is visible to just shoot at.
Correct.
Okay, he's not behind cover.
Correct.
And I call out anti-tank weaponry on our 1 o'clock. See here, approximately 180 meters out. HE round, downrange. And I fucking hit that pedal.
So 180 meters out, so that's within short range, so there's no
Yep.
modifiers there.
Yep.
Minus whatever your talents give you, I believe you get a +1.
I get a +1 for shooting big guns.
And you get a -1 because of the heavy smoke.
Okay. And so that would be just a flat 0 then. I am going to use one of my lucky strikes, so I'll throw that into there.
Hey,
Okay.
can I give him a +1 for my tactical for saying support Bandito?
You mean like a rally?
Well, I've got tactical +1. Right? For giving commands. Right?
That
how
would
it
be
works?
a roll. That would be a roll you have to do on your turn.
Yeah. Okay. All
Unless
right.
that was your free action that I gave you.
That was my free action.
Then give him the +1. Yes.
Yeah. Take that +1, baby.
I'm actually, yeah. All right, here we go. Rolling it.
That's an awful lot of dice just to get 1/6.
Yeah, no.
All right. On your blackjack on there, we'll click on damage roll,
Okay.
and you did HE, right?
Yes, sir.
So give me +5 to that damage roll.
Hold a cut me.
All right. Well, tell me what happens to it, because you just knocked this 47 millimeter anti-tank weapon out.
So
Nice.
whenever we were in Africa, I saved our tank from spotting a gun in the open that other people had passed by and didn't see. That's where I got the name Ojos from, and that's kind of what came into play here, because I'm scouting out with the gun, and when the TC calls to fire on that other target, I kind of mutter underneath my breath, Bandito can watch out for themselves, and I kind of smile a little bit. And I'm like, gotcha. Hit that pedal. That round goes right along the thing, hits that gun, blows it up, causes a secondary explosion of their anti-tank ammunition, and just emoliates everyone there that's getting ready to take a shot.
Beautiful. So those two are out of the fight. Then I said, I'll see you at the fight. And so I'll skip this next one because you're inside. And he's out of the fight. It's up to Buddy Guy. Buddy Guy's turn.
So do we need to move the tank anywhere specifically, TC?
Jeez. I don't know that we want to move forward just yet, although we do want to get behind that cover, right? Whatever cover we can get. Yeah, take us forward slowly.
Understand. Forward slowly.
Okay.
Yep.
And you get basically 2 turns to roll for your drive if you want. So if you want to roll one more time, because his operate is basically a fast and a slow action.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll put us there.
So that'll get you up to here if you want to go. Basically 40 meters.
DC, you good?
Yeah, we're good. Go. Do it.
That'll work. Put us there then.
I mean, I don't want. I hate putting us in range, right? Of maybe stuff we weren't in range of before, but we can't just stay on this spot either.
Okay. Buddy guy's done. Sweet Pea, you're up, baby.
So Sweet Pea, out of character. I was in the bathroom for the first part of this. So what I'm going to say is that Sweet Pea, for the sake of using his turn, is going to take the 1919, and I'm just going to suppress our movement. I'm going to suppress and let us get a clear movement up to where we were just at. So let me go to the tank. La-di-da-di-da. 1919. Like I said, it's going to be suppressed just to get us up there, and if I can catch something or kill something on the way, cool, even better. What you got modifiers for that? Anything? You just want a straight roll?
If you're just doing a suppress, there's just going to be -1 for basically an area. So give me a small area, so if there's troops there, I can do what I need to. But yeah, it's going to be your total for your roll suppression, and you're doing full auto.
Yep.
It'll be +5, -1 because of the modifier.
Okay.
And let me make sure your range is on. What's your range on that? So 110.
And like I said, Eagle Eye also does longer extreme ranges as well for being able to proceed.
So you're at medium range, so that's another -1. So -2 from that. So total modifiers is +3. Yep.
Gotcha. Coming at you. Yep. Wearing it out.
You are wearing it out. All right. Let's see. And give me the exact area again, please.
If we were just moving forward, then I would be doing just kind of like a sweep around this area here. Just kind of more or less kind of glazing that whole area, keeping heads down so that we can move up, and they don't know where we are until they pop their heads back up. And if I catch a head, cool.
Okay. All right, and let's just do that. Okay. That was your slow action. Anything else? You got your fast action available if you want.
Remind me real quick what we can do with a fast action.
In your position, not much, since you've already fired.
I was about to say.
Yeah. You can do
I
like
don't really
a
have a
quick
lot of
glance,
fast action.
but it's not going to do much in terms. I'm going to give you like a heavy negative modifier because your focus was on the machine gun, not looking around to help the driver.
Kind of what I was thinking.
Hey, Preach,
Yeah,
if you click up on the little book up in the upper right-hand corner where it says Journal, there's a thing that says Rules Ref, and then on the left side where it says Combat, there's a list of all the actions. I've had that open since the beginning, so.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
awesome. Yeah. So for fast action,
Yeah, I mean you don't have to do anything if you don't want to.
No. Yeah, I was looking through it. I don't see anything that pertains. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn there. There's nothing else I can do.
Okay. Also in the same spot there, Breach, combat and crew combat are focused for you guys. So that'll help you guys with your position specifically.
Awesome. Thanks.
Yep. Calvin, you're up.
You want to ask him, Calvin, or do you want me to?
So as far as ammo, AP would typically be used for a tank. Would it be used to hit a bunker, or would that
Yeah,
not?
for the casemate, yeah, to start pounding and chiseling away, yeah, you'd want to use AP.
Okay, do we have a target we want AP for then, or just HE?
Well, we got this pillbox right here. I assume machine gun fire is coming out of this thing and mowing down infantry, right?
You call it up.
Right here and here, there's two, and it's not machine guns. You see long, heavy barrels. So like possibly anti-tank.
All right, load me up an AP in that bad boy.
AP
Fucking
coming
ring
up.
their goddamn bell.
So I'm loading an AP.
Hades and I were talking about this off Jan. That's
Oh,
why I
okay.
asked.
Any modifiers to be concerned about?
No, not for you. Nope. So you have no problem loading the gun, the main gun.
It's because he's so handsome.
AP in the tube.
Okay. That was your slow action. Do you want to do anything with your fast action?
Nah, because there's... Nah, I didn't get enough to do the whole extra... He shot first anyway, so no.
Okay. All right. You're up, Sarge.
There's nothing really I can do at this point. Other than you're doing a great job. Keep it up.
So
I mean, I've got binoculars. I don't want to stick my head up. This isn't a good time to open up. We want to keep it battened down. You were going to say, General? Go ahead.
You can still try. You still can give positive modifiers to your gunner that will carry over one round.
Yeah, sure. Give it a shot.
Just via your eyes. But because you're cooped up in the tube, your perception check is at a -2. With the smoke, it'll be -3.
Okay, so perception at -3.
Oh, I will say for the sake of the continuity, I guess I could have used my fast action to just give TC his glasses back. I had his sight glass when we rolled up on shore, so
Okay.
I would have tossed them back to him.
Okay. So yeah, you don't see much TC. Again, you see the heavy casemate here, the seawall there, and you see some troops lining the walls and everything else, but there seems to be a large amount of smoke obscuring your vision out of the tiny slits of the cupola that you're in.
And how are we doing? We're obviously supporting the infantry around us. How are they holding up?
Well, they're getting eat up. They're making slow progress. You got some behind you. You got troops all around you. You know, most of them seem to be either crawling or zigzagging or hiding behind, the beach obstacles or diving into the craters and trying to find some sort of cover. Progress, yes, slow, very. And along the beach too, you obviously see more tanks landing and them very slowly moving.
And is this to scale?
Towards the beach.
This pillbox directly in front of us, is this to scale?
Yes.
So that's actually quite huge.
It is large.
We might want to try to get around that wall and flank them. Does that look accessible from where we are?
Which direction?
Going down the coast. What would
Here?
that be? To the south?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from what you can see, based on your perception check and what your bow gunner saw earlier before he hopped in, the seawall seems to taper off to the south there.
Okay. Well, can't do it this turn, but next turn, I'm going to ask buddy guy to floor it, and we're going to head straight for that bunker. And depending on the resistance that we encounter, we're then going to. Because
Okay.
I'm thinking if we get close enough, that actually would make it harder for them to actually hit us. I don't know. That's my theory, anyways.
All right, and you still have your fast action if you wanted to use it. Most of the time, you could use it to order somebody to act out a turn, but everybody else has acted, so really up to you. You can use it to speak on the interphone.
Well, Hades has been out of turn since we started. Oh, sorry.
He has.
No, I haven't gotten anything.
Okay.
I haven't got anything.
No.
All right. And then the last one here. Where we at here? Lucky guys. Lucky guys. So we'll end with this. So right outside your tank, you know, you guys are moving along, you're starting to fire. You know, obviously there's explosions all over the place, but this one hits pretty damn close to you guys, as if they were trying to target you. And it hits right in front of your tank, kind of right on the corner. There's no damage. You guys feel it inside your tank. Like, it rings your bell a little bit, and, you know, sand and rock and dirt and dust shower on top of the tank.
Did that come from this direction?
Came from this direction.
Okay. Oh, you're fucking getting an AP round in the fucking schmoozle next round.
So, let me kill our Sounds of War here. And that is where we're going to end it for the day. Just for the day. You know, get a little bit of happy music here as we end it. And so, with that, your first real combat, you guys are actually starting to get into it and fall into your roles. And now you're getting shot at. You didn't drown. You didn't lose your tank in the water. I'm proud of you for that. That was good job. Let me see here. So we're going to start with our TC, our Sergeant Knoblauch, played by Forlath.
Yeah, at this point, I just want to get us out of direct fire. I figure if we get to that wall, that retaining wall, maybe we'll be underneath their arc of fire. They won't be able to shoot at us. That's about all I can think of at this point. That's all the further I've thought.
And as Forlath the human, how you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm enjoying
What are your
it.
thoughts?
I'm enjoying it. It's a great crew.
Good. And then next up will be our gunner. Our gunner played by Judge Wolf. He is Joseph Ojos Bishop. Sir?
Bishop. Well, I mean, you know, once we got off the fucking water, that was kind of nice. I already chalked up the first kill for, you know, the landing here, so marking that down. Ojos is actually sitting calmly now. The whole water trek was not comfortable for him, but now that we got treads on ground and we got somebody to be angry at, we're good to go.
Judge Wolf, what are your thoughts so far?
Oh, good. I'm happy to. This is fun. It's good. I like it. Glad we're starting to get shot at. Needs to be a little bit of danger into there, other than, you know, somebody smashing their hands into you know, the mechanism, or, you know, dropping a burnt cigarette on my lap. It's nice to have some people shooting at us. Love it.
And then onwards to our bow gunner, played by Preacher, Everett Sweet Pea Pines.
Yeah, Everett is he's really enjoying actually being kind of in the shit. He's so far not feeling any different than training. You know, he's just kind of, you train enough, and then whenever you get in the real deal, it just doesn't feel as scary, kind of. I mean, obviously he's seen the gore on the beach and all that, but he's not felt anything that would significantly rock him personally. So he's just out there, you know, slinging 30 cal rounds and having fun. He's interested to figure out that the man that he killed has a brother. That's it's not something that he knew prior, and kind of on guard with where that's at. Doesn't know anything about Ralph, you know, rank, where he's at, anything like that. but he's got that in the back of his mind.
And Preacher himself?
Dude, I'm loving it. It's fun. Yeah, it's cool. I like this squad-based teamwork style gameplay. Normally you play these TTRPGs, it's kind of like, I have my own thing that's specific to me, the thing that I can do to help the group. But this is just more like you guys have a whole group, and you guys have to work together as opposed to just your individual piece working with the unit. And I think that's kind of cool. I like the idea of everybody kind of working together to achieve this goal in a different manner than what we would normally do. Yeah, I'm digging it for sure.
Wow, that's loud. Sorry about that. Awesome. Fantastic. Lastly, our loader, Calvin Hobbs. Calvin and Hobbs? No? Calvin Horner. Played by Hades. Hades, take it away.
Well, reality hit Calvin when those rounds started going off, and I forget if it was from our own ships firing or because a round landed near us in the water, but crap got real. He got nervous. He got calmed down then later. Yeah, I thought you were going to throw it a little harder at us in the ocean. So when we landed, I was like, oh, that's all. I assumed we were going to hit like 4 out of our 5 units of water before we got there. But yeah, I'm glad we didn't drown instead of getting on the beach. Yeah, so he's just ready to lock and load, do his role in the tank, and then to echo what Wolf said there, I'm just excited to be in the actual fight now, picking out real targets that are shooting back at us, and there's some tension, some actual risk of loss here. So I'm excited to reach that part of the game.
And so we will end here with our group. And if somebody would like to speak for Buddy Guy, it was his turn. I didn't give him an opportunity to speak.
Yeah, tank run real good. Rolls were real nice. It was nice to be able to position the tank to support everybody, but Bishop, he can't roll real good, but it's fine. We'll make up for that in the next session. And as for me, I have a beautiful mustache. Glad to be here, and yeah, just having fun. Thanks.
Well, at least I show up, bitch.
So there we are. We end today. Our next game will be Saturday, June 22nd. We don't have it'll be an evening time, later time, probably like 7:30, 8 o'clock ish, give or take. So we're still deciding on a good start time, but we'll keep you posted. We do tomorrow have the Cloud Emperor's Last Voyage of the Bean Barge, Session 2 at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So stop by for that and watch them try and save the Bean Barge. Until we meet again, Hades, you wanna give it to me?
I don't remember what it is. Just stay on track.
Thanks for playing.
Thanks for stopping by.
In the rear with the gear.